All right, guys. A couple of you joining in here. I don't see chat yet, of course, because chat is stupid. Come on, thing. The heck? There it is. Hey, guys. Sorry, I didn't have chat on the right way. How are y'all doing? What's up, all of you? How we doing? All right, so reviews work like this, guys. You put your ally code in. Channel members, super chats get priority. Otherwise, first come, first serve. Do apologize. Sorry, I thought I was paying more attention to chat here. Hello there, all of you. I also have a special surprise for all of us. Nervous about Monday versus the Bucks, dude. I'm nervous about everything with the Eagles. Eagles just waiting for them to disappoint me. All right, so we're just going to get right into this because I'm hoping, depending if we get some people on or not, I might have a surprise for everybody tonight. Nothing crazy. We're not doing any more leveling. I've done enough of that lately. All right, so we're going to get started here with Sean Brewer. How we doing, Sean? So if I remember, are we still going for Executor, right? Is that still what the plan is? Or not Executor, Sith Eternal? I'm trying to remember, Sean. I see a lot of accounts. Is this the... Yeah, this is Sith Eternal. Relic 9 Cup. Jack, I swear, man, this is relentless. This has been absolutely relentless. All right, Sean. Yeah, so we need to get you need to get your Omicron on Wampa here soon, man. It's hurting my eyes. It's hurting my eyes, man. We gotta get that taken care of. Cause like you've got one on Treya, but the Sith that you don't have like the supporting Sith cast. Like, you don't have your supporting Sith cast for Treya to really get full usage of that Omicron. Like, we really need one on Wampa there, man. So let's get that on Wampa ASAP. That will be a game-changing Omicron for you. Completely revolutionize everything you do in Grand Arena. Otherwise, man, you gotta keep pushing. Make sure we're farming. Like I said, I think you need to be farming your bounty hunter ships. Let's be farming those things because I think we really need to get those out of the way because I want you to get Executor at some point too. But otherwise, man, I mean, you're still making progress. Like, you've got Vader done. He's Relic 8 with that. Sith Marauder 7, Palpatine 7, Dooku 6. So you did a bunch of the high ones. And Jedi Knight Anakin's almost Relic 7. So you've done a good, almost all of your, like, high-level Rex for Sith Eternal. I think the last one is Darth Sidious. I think that's the big one. So, otherwise, man, keep pushing, dude. You're getting along there. You're getting along, which is good to see. Make sure we're farming everything you need. And, yeah, Sean, don't be throwing any extra gear on people we don't need. Let's save those resources, buddy. All right. Now, we're going to get into... So, I see... All right, I got Death Destroyer Worlds. Oops. All right, let's see what this one is. Okay, all right. So, we've got Rey. So, working on her... We're working on the Zetas for her, big time. Okay, decent mods, a lot of offense. Lots of offense here. Holy crap, that's a lot of offense. Yeah, it's a lot of offense on Rey. That's fine. So We also bought the First Order. You have 0 Zetas. That's not surprising, man. Not surprising. Let's see what else we've got in the Resistance bag here. Okay, good. So you did get Zori. That's going to be the next thing to look for was, did we get Zori or not? This is good. Again, I know you don't have all the Zetas and the Omicron on her, but you have the important Zeta to get through the event, and that's the most important thing. So, yeah, man, I mean, at this point, what I would say you do is while you recuperate Zetas for Rey, you start, because you're kind of stuck where, like, you got a bunch of those light speeds. You got the First Order, you got the Star Killer one. So I would start working on some characters here, like some of them being like Captain Rex. So yeah, you're getting Captain Rex. Make sure we finish him off. He's a really solid one for you to gear and relic, because you have a Zeta on him. You've got the Omicron there, and on the ones that you need. So he would be a really solid character to work on right now, because again, I think you need to kind of build up the rest of your stuff first. Kind of as you build back this Zeta inventory, start working on characters that we can increase their relic levels. Like Savage Press would be a good one where you're just an Omicron away. So like Savage, we could do some relics on Star Killer would be good. Your Commander Luke Skywalker team, you know, start pumping gear maybe even into like Imperial Troopers. Because you're waiting around for Zetas. There's no point for you to start working on this First Order or working towards Jedi Knight Luke. Right? Like I'm just looking at your First Order here. Or working on your stuff to get like Jedi Knight Luke when you're this Zeta poor. And I mean that very like sincerely. You're better off just kind of waiting around until you have those Zetas, I think, because we need the Zeta characters. There's no other way to say that. Like you need Zetas on some of these characters. In some of the older characters, the Zetas aren't as impactful. But, like, newer characters that come into the game, the Zetas are beyond important. So, yeah, I would be doing those things. And then as far as ships go, so farm your bounty hunter ships. Let's get your bounty hunter ships going and start thinking about Executor. Because that would be one thing that you could do without Zetas, because you don't really need the Zetas. Yeah, I don't know if I would tell you to get Inquisitors. Like, if you're this poor on Zetas, you need a lot of Zetas on all the Inquisitors. And then Grand Inquisitor, and then Reva. But I would say start trying to get, like, Executor, because you have a lot of... You have, like, Houndstooth, Xanadu Blood, Slave 1 from their light speeds. You lost a bet, and you have to R8 Cup, dude. That's brutal. I would just tell them no. Like, they can't make you do it. I'd break my word for that one. But that's just me. I'd break my word on that one. But yeah, let's farm the bounty hunter ships. Let's start getting you working on Executor. Because we need to get that going here as soon as possible. Otherwise, man, yeah, I think just finish off Rey, get the Zetas on her. And as you're doing those, work on characters, getting them to relics that you already have Zetas invested into, and then we can start doing other things. Yeah, guys, so, all right, I'm going to make sure I pin this. Let me pin this. Come on, thing. Give me the pin option. Ugh. Why can I not pin this message? Alright. But yeah, that's what I would do, buddy. Yeah, I think we go that route. Why can I not pin this message? Catsiel, what's going on there? Alright, guys. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some stuff there. Okay, yeah. So, end of the day here. Get the Zetas. Work on the characters you already have Zetas invested in. His cup is nothing crazy. It was like it's like 3-star level 85. That's not starting. You didn't even do anything. Yeah, you've gotta focus. Like, I would flat out tell that person I'm not doing this. Like, I just would stop. I would just stop. I would, yeah. I mean, that's just me. I'm one where I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. But, you know, if that's the bet that you did, you know, you're a better man than me. But otherwise, I'm going to tell you, get Ray and then work on relics for characters where you've got Zetas invested in. Start building those teams. And as your Zetas recuperate, then we can start looking at, look at the mods on it. And then we can start, you know, thinking about the next thing to farm. Because you've got a lot to do right now. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Alright. We're going to get off of Cup. Okay, so I saw we had a channel member. Here, channel members, make sure if you guys want to review. Alright, we've got Justin Legolas. Channel member. Gonna pop this in here. Alright, Dakota Honaker is up next, my friend. Thank you so much. We will get to you here very shortly, buddy. Alright, so we've got Justin Legolas here. So Justin, channel member here, asked, should I go after, who should I go for after Leviathan? If this is one of the crazy accounts. Okay, so, sheesh, yeah, this is the crazy account. Look at these Relic 9s, guys. This is an insane account. Okay, hold on. The GLs were Kenobi, Kylo, and Sith Eternal. Okay, that answers that question. That's fine. Okay, wow, lots of Empire here. Justin, on this account, do you have... Justin, on this account, do we have, like, Scout Trooper? Do you just not unlock him? Like, how many characters do you not have unlocked? I'm trying to get a feel for, if I say go for Leia or something, like, what does that do? What is that actually asking of you? Oh, we did. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're going to go for... I'll give you the pick of the litter to say Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke, or Leia. Because we've got the Rebel Lightspeed bundles. You have the Phoenix. You've got Captain Rex already. We don't have the CLS team. Gosh, man. Yeah, that's... I would say you get Jedi Knight Luke. I think you get Jedi Knight Luke with the Jedi that you've got a lot of Jedi in your team, you know, in like the squad here now. Get Jedi Knight Luke, and then you can kind of go into either Jedi Master Luke or Leia. That would be my plan. I feel like this account can, you've got 3 GLs already. You're going to get like the ship, right? You're going to get Leviathan. I think this, a very good decision would be to get like Jedi Master Luke and Leia. I was thinking Lord Vader because I saw like this. But you don't have any of the Bad Batch. And that's a big problem. But, and, you know, Newt, we'd need to get him up. So you've definitely got some work there. Looks like you're working on the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis Rex. So we've got Sears getting there. And then where's baby cows? No baby cow yet. All right, so we're working on it. So yeah, man, I think Jedi Knight Luke and then either Jedi Master Luke or Leia would be the best bet for you. Just based on what I'm looking at in the account. I don't know that we're close enough to... Like, we're not close to Jabba. You're not close to Lord Vader. We're not close to Rey. So yeah, Leia or Jedi Knight or Jedi Master Luke would be my big farms for you. So yeah, okay. So you have so this would be my advice for. And my at this point now, I'll say it like this, Justin. At this point now, there's no reason to not have like Cal unlocked if you have the shards. Like there's no. It's actually better because it boosts your GP, which boosts your guild's stuff. Like there's no. There used to be a really good thing of don't unlock characters to keep your GP lower, but that's not a thing anymore. So you can put all the stars and stuff on the characters, and that obviously makes my life easier because if I knew that you had 175 shards, that gets a lot different than knowing you have 0. Right? So I'd look at this and say you have 0 and skip over Jedi Knight Cal. But anyway, all that said, I think Jedi Master Luke or Leia is going to be your best bet. Just looking at your factions, looking at what you have. Those are the next big things that you need. That's kind of the area I'd say. And that's going to... Because both of them, if you get like a CLS team out of it, you know, you've got the Phoenix team ready to go. Like, I think that's some really solid boost for this account that can really help you. Because, like, not having Commander Luke Skywalker is very detrimental for you. Especially with all the tools that you have to not have CLS is pretty, like, it's pretty rare. So I would definitely get those things. That's what I would do after Leviathan, man. One of those two. All right, buddy, let's get down here. We've got Dakota Honaker, the $10 donation. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's get here. Okay, so he said, finishing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren now. Should I roll right into Rey or Sith Eternal or focus on Executor and finish some farms? Ooh, good questions. Good questions. Okay, so Kylo, we need one more Zeta. And we need to finish the ultimate. That's not bad. All right. Next. Let's take a look here. So, Rey, are we asking Rey because we bought Lightspeed bundles? All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, Dakota. And then you said Empire for Sith Eternal. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're close with you. Close with you. Done. 4, 5, 6, 7. Call this 8. Ooh. I would say, honestly, Dakota, I think I would go Sith Eternal. I think I would wrap up Sith Eternal. Because if you're struggling for Zetas right now, if you're struggling for the Zetas, like, you still have a lot of work to do here on JTR, BB-8. I mean, not a ton of work to do, but you still have a little bit of work to do there. And let's just see the resistant ships here to make sure. So you do have these guys. Okay, so I'm torn enough, but I feel strongly enough to say I think getting Sith Eternal will be better. Because I think that with Darth Bane coming, you could pretty much focus on getting Bane. Like, if you've at least been hitting... Have you been hitting this conquest hard? Have you at least been trying to get a good box in this conquest? Because that would, if you're really trying hard in this conquest, I would say we definitely go with the Sith Eternal route. Because you're a lot closer than it seems. Because, I mean, like, we need a Relic 7 here and Relic 7 here. Those are two big guys. But you've got a lot of the other pieces done already. Jedi Knight Anakin's almost there. You got gold. Oh, yeah, okay. If you got Gold Crate, go Sith Eternal and get Bane. Yeah, we're done. That's easy enough. Sith Eternal, big time. As much as it pains me to say don't go with the Executor, I think we could roll from Sith Eternal into Executor. That would be my thought process there. Kind of roll from Sith Eternal into Executor, and then let's loop back around and get Rey. Because, like, you think post Sith Eternal, save your Zetas, get Bane, and then what we do is while you're, like, kind of recuperating, you use the Executor as a time to recuperate the Zetas that you spent on Sith Eternal and Bane to then roll into Rey. That's what I would do. That would be my plan for you, man. I think I really like where your Zetas have gone. I don't think that there's any that I'm looking at that I feel are wasted or bad. That they're all, like, on good investments here. So it's just kind of utilizing what you can. So that would be my advice, Dakota. So I think we get Sith Eternal, get your Bane, and then work our way into Executor, you know, kind of waiting for those Zetas to come back, and then finally, yeah, let's go get Rey. Bane Unlock is Bane Unlock is a ways away, but he still has time before he gets to Sith Eternal. You think he's got to do Krennic to Relic 4, which isn't bad. Needs to finish Tarkin, needs to finish Piet. And then he's got to do a Relic 7, and then Jedi Knight Anakin also needed to be Relic 7. So if he can do those things, he's getting close to getting Sith Eternal, so he gets a GL. Can start building for Executor while he's saving those resources, and then get Bane. So I like that, Dakota, man. I think I love it, man. Very, very pumped for you. Getting that, guys. I just want to say, you saying you got Gold Crate with 5.6 million GP, guys. This roster here is getting Gold Crate. So if you're thinking like, oh, is it possible to do well in Conquest? Like, talk to Dakota and figure out what he was doing, because with a roster like this, getting Gold Crate, that's impressive. This is good stuff, man. Very well done. Hat goes off to you. Kind of. This one doesn't come off as easily. So, thank you, sir. Good luck. All right, we see another super chat coming in here from Tristan Parker for the $5. We've got finishing Kylo, Rey, Lightspeed bundles, and also Jedi Knight Cal Kestis for fun to lift my Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker team. Wondering if I should move to Executor, Darth Revan, Inquisitors, or Zori Resistance. You're low on Kyrotex. Okay, so which are we finishing first here, Tristan? Rey or Kylo? So we're closing in on Kylo. Because I think we need one more star there. Okay, and we have Rey. So which character are you going first, Tristan? Are you farming tickets for one of them right now? Are you farming tickets for Rey? Are we farming tickets for Kylo? What's our situation here? So I look at this and I would say, okay, hold on. So we need BB-8 at Relic 7, JTR at Relic 7, You'll end up with Ray first because of Finalizer. Okay, yeah, so that's, I was wondering that, because your first order looks done in terms of relics, but the Resistance has the ship. Okay, so I would say in that case, I would get Zori. I'd work on Zori. I know she's not low Kyrotex, but I would definitely get Zori once you get Ray. I would do two things if I was you. I would save your Kyrotech. Look at the Kyrotech you need for Vader. Or for Ray. And then save the Kyrotech you need for Kylo. Those would be my first two things I would do. I would save all of the resources I need for those two characters. Then I would just throw the Zeta on the Spice Runner skills for Zori. That way you make the event easier, as I recommend in my guide. But otherwise, just save them for those two GLs, because you're kind of going to go back-to-back here. Right? You got to go back-to-back here big time. And then, I think, once you get those two GLs, then you said you're working on Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. So, yeah, that's not low Kyrotech, which I get. You could start really working towards, like, a... I think I would... Honestly, you're not that far away from Jedi Master Luke. Relic 7. Relic 5. Done. Relic 5. 5, 6, 6, 5, 5. And 5. Yeah. Tristan, I would say you could go right into, like, Jedi Master Luke, and there's not a lot of, like, you wouldn't have a ton of Kyrotechs left here. Like, Mon Mothma is the heavier Kyrotech character there, but you'd be done with her. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say you're that deep into Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, because you only geared... Did we only gear Cal? Like, what is... You didn't throw anything on Tarful. Marin, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, you could delay Jedi Knight Cal for a while. You could delay Jedi Knight Cal if it means that you can get Rey, Kylo, and, like, Jedi Master Luke kind of back to back to back there. The other thing to think about for you is also going to be eventually wrapping around to Executor. But we've got to farm your bounty hunter ships. So, just, excuse me. So I would say just make sure that we're farming those things too, right? Like that, we've got to think, you got to think the big picture here, that as cool as Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is, if you're really short on Kyrotech, going around and getting something like Executor is a big boost, because, you know, you're farming some ships, which is taking time away, going to allow you to recuperate some of these things that you've been missing out on. So think about that too, because you've got a lot of Kyrotech to expend between Rey, Kylo, and then, if me being me, I would say you get, like, Jedi Master Luke. Just looking at how close you are to him, that makes so much more sense to me. And then you've got 3 GLs in a very short period of time. And if you would still decide to build Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, you've got, like, the A team for him then. So that's personally the direction I would head. But otherwise, man, I mean, I get, like, this is what I like to see at this point in the game. Like, the investments you've made are very smart. Yeah, the Kyrotechs, yeah, like, it hurts, I know. At this point, here's what I would tell you. Like, if you wanted, whenever you do get Starkiller, that's when you could relic somebody like Cal Kestis and use him in that Starkiller team like Wombat showed us. But personally, I think you try and get around to like Jedi Master Luke after Rey and Kylo. I know it's a lot of Kyrotech, but that's Kyrotech that's going to be well worth it. Going to put you in good positions for proving grounds in other areas of the game. So that is my advice for you, man. And then obviously farming ships to try and get Executor if we can. Working towards those would be a big thing. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do. The Rey Kylo. The other thing you could think of, you could push Kylo ahead of Rey if you're willing to spend some crystals getting getting Finalizer. You could do that too. So I don't want to, keep going through all that with you, but I think you could get your Rey, get your Kylo, and then like Jedi Master Luke, get Executor, and then you can kind of start worrying about Kyrotech intensive farms after we've done a bunch of relic intensive things. But yeah, buddy, good stuff, man. Thank you so much for the donation. Very much appreciate it. Let me know if you got any other questions in the chat here. I'll try and keep my eye out. So I do see we have 2 new members. We've got Sean. We've got Freelor. Welcome to the Jedi Master tier, guys. Wow, thank you guys so much for channel memberships. If you guys want reviews, gonna pause for a second here. Channel members, gonna make sure I get another round of you guys. Channel members, drop your code, drop your questions. Yeah, dude, I love seeing that you guys are like taking my advice. It makes me feel good, and I hope you guys are appreciating that. Like, I love hearing that my advice is helping. It makes me feel good. So yeah, guys, if anybody, channel members, you want your review, let me know. Drop your stuff in here. We're gonna keep moving along in here. Oh, Sean, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm fun to watch. Catsiel dropping in here. All right, let's see what we got. Catsiel channel membership here. Coming in. Let's grab this up. Just finished Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and now farming my team of Jedis. What would you advise after that? Galactic Republic. Okay, so we're building Jedi. So what, Catsiel, what Jedi are we thinking of building here? Yeah, I get Josh Hartnett vibes. Man, I don't know about that. Jedi. What Jedi are we thinking, Catsiel? So I see Revan. Maybe like Grandmaster Yoda. Yoda, Bastila, Jolie. Okay. And then after that, Galactic Republic. Let's see. Let me see overall before I give you the yay or nay on that. To go with Revan. That makes sense. You bought the Rebel Lightspeed bundle. Have you thought about just going Jedi Master Luke? I love the Jolie, Bastila, Grandmaster Yoda. Those are very good relics there. I'm very pleased with those. But have we thought about Jedi Master Luke? Because you're not horridly far from Jedi Knight Luke at this point. And you did have Mason Kenobi on the door too. Clocky, doing this all the time, man. Jeez, guys. I got you, Clocky. Don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. You need to do the Rolo farm. Okay, but do you have Katza, do you have your get? So, yeah, okay. All right, so let's get Rolo on farm while you build your Jedi. I think building this Jedi team would be really good to do before you get Jedi Master Luke, because you get Jedi Master Luke and they give you Jedi Knight Luke, your old Ben, Hermit Yoda, Jedi Master Luke. So there's 4 Jedi. Then you think you're going to you need a 5th in there, which can be like Grandmaster Yoda or say Jedi Knight Revan. And then you'll kind of you'll have like Ezra kind of hanging out where he needs a home. Your Rebel fighters, you could throw Kyle in there. You could use him with Jedi, but you kind of have some other Jedi to utilize here. And the other thing you could think of even is build, like, give Qui-Gon his Omicron, and then do, like, General Kenobi, Mace Windu, Jedi Knight Anakin, and make, like, a really ridiculously good Galactic Republic Jedi team. Because I think, like, you could... I think by using, like, Kenobi in there and Mace Windu, it's going to cause people a lot of problems. So, yeah. I mean, I still think... I think get your Jedi while we start trying to get the characters for Jedi Knight Luke done and dusted. Would be my thought there. Yeah, you do need Yoda. You do need Rolo. But between, like, raid currency, between the Galactic Bounty event for Rolo, we should be able to nail those. That would be my thought there. That's the way I look at it. Because I think if we do that, we're going to be in really, really good shape. I like that thought. There. So yeah, you could definitely do, I think if we do Bastila, Yoda, Jolee first, then during that time we're using currency to build Yoda, build Rolo, get into Jedi Knight Luke, and then you can kind of go from there, get your Jedi Master Luke, and then you can get, maybe even think eventually about doing like a Super Saiyan Qui-Gon team. That would be my thought process. And then said, take a look at Kylo's mods. Yeah. All right, let's see. So we got offense down here. This is pretty solid. The health is really good here. I like that. Critical damage. This is a very good mod. That's a very, very good mod. This is solid. Good offense percent there. Really like that. We've got, this is very, very good too, because it's 4% offense down here on like this kind of mod is good to boost his speed numbers up. That's important. Not good speed. Good speed. I could get picky, but it's good speed there, which is important here. Good offense percent here. And down here, good. Yeah, these are pretty good mods, man. So yeah, these are very, very good mods. That's good offense numbers there. Yeah, I think you're solid, Catsiel. I think you're very solid here. Very, very, very. I'm very proud of that. I like it, man. This is awesome. Very good mods there. So yeah, I think our plan works. Build the Jedi team, get into Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke. We're gonna be solid, buddy. Very well done. You know the drill, guys. Let me also. I'm gonna unpin this message, and Justin, can you pin the disc, or can you like put the Discord in here? That would be awesome. If one channel members, if anybody can share that like Discord link, pop it in here. I'll make sure that I pin that so people can join. Hold on, I can probably do it here in a second. Can do a little bit of my own work once in a while. There it is. Edit invite link. Where is it? There it is. Copy. Paste. There is the... Come on, thing. Oh, wham. P.S. Oakley joining. Welcome to the council, my friend. Why can't I pin my message that I just... Let me try this again. It won't let me pin my own message. This is ridiculous. There we go. Okay, that worked. All right, so we've got a lot of catching up here to do. We've got Web3 art with the $5.99, and then I've got to catch up here with, I know I got one from Freelor who joined channel memberships. Let me get up here, Freelor. Okay. All right, guys, got a lot of catching up to do here. Holy cow, you all are way too generous. Thank you guys so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Man, all right, Freelor, what do we got? We just finished executor requirements. Still need a relic BAM, then going Ray, then probably just core teams. Was looking where I should spend Omicrons. I get Malgus tomorrow and have 3 available. Ooh, okay. All right, 3. So you're giving me 3 Omicrons to work with here. I like that, man. 3 Omicrons to work with is... 3 Omicrons to work with is a lot. All right, so... Definitely want the leadership on Malgus. We definitely have the leadership on Malgus. Hold on 1 second. I need to send a message. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right, sorry. You guys got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes there, me doing that. Okay, so we want to get that. So I want you to get that one. That'd be a big one. Malgus leadership. Okay, so we don't have gear on Savage. That's fine. Excuse me. Captain Rex is low gear, so we're not quite... I wouldn't say you're ready for that one yet. See, he would be a little bit too easy to Zerg down there. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, bless me. Okay, so man, yeah, I don't know. Let me refresh my memory real quick on what the Omicrons for Malgus do. Hold on. I'll tell you why I need the refresher. It's been a while. All right, guys, hold on. Everybody bear with me here while I switch to the GG. Okay. Debuffs inflicted can't be resisted. They gain crit chance up. If target was already shocked, deal 2 true damage. We definitely want the leadership. What's this one? Yeah, okay, so let's do let's do the other Omicron on Korriban's Legacy. Let's do that and the leadership for his Omicrons. I like that idea a lot. And then, yeah, if you have Starkiller unlocked, you just don't have gear for him. So let's do the 2 Omicrons on Malgus, leadership and the unique, and then start saving, and let's get Starkiller when you can. Starkiller that'll really give you another solid team here. So that's my thoughts here. Is just doing the what's it called? Let's get the leadership, let's get the unique, start saving for Starkiller, build that team up. I know you're gonna be low on gear, especially after Darth Malgus. He's not fun to gear. And then Freelor, let's you just need to relic BAM. Yeah, I think that would be a good time for you. Like, if you do the get BAM, Get Malgus. And then the other thing is, though, you do have the Resistance. Right? You bought that bundle. It wouldn't be a horrible idea to just get Rey here soon, too. And Zori. Because that'll give you, like, a core team with Zori. And it will give you, again, another GL. Like, I think that could be solid. I kind of like that idea. So, yeah, to answer the Omicron question, unique and leadership for Malgus. Then I think let's work on saving some stuff for Starkiller. Relic your Bam. Maybe get into Rey. That's the plan here, buddy. I think we do this. I like that. So, let me know if you've got other questions here, my friend. Love the, again, guys, make sure if you join the Discord, make sure you link your YouTube and your Discord so that way you join. If you're a member, you join the members only. Yeah, dude, the thing is, even Zori at low gear is still really solid. Because if you have the Zeta, she'll start under, it's the Zeta on Spice Runner skills. This Zeta is the one that starts her under stealth. So unless they've got a super powerful AoE that takes her out in one shot, it's not easy to get to her. And she's a newer character, so she's got a lot more base health and protection. Like, you look at whatever gear this is, she's got, 30k health and protection. You start bumping her up to gear 11, you're throwing mods on her, and, she's pretty solid for a long time. And when I did the Rey event, I did not have a Relic Zori, and I still was fine. I had a gear 11 Zori, and I was fine. So, yeah. Like, that Zori's going to be a really good one for you. And that could even be another Omicron to save for. So, that's what I would do. I think your Omicron's saving for Zori, saving for Starkiller. And, finish up the gear that you need for Malgus, for Bam. And then maybe we finish off Rey. Because Rey does give you a core team in the Finn team. I'd say your core teams, I know AP Gains, and I love AP Gains. I'm not knocking AP at all. He has his core teams. I more think of your core teams as, these are going to be the teams you use in Grand Arena Conquest and stuff. And so Resistance can be that team. Like, I use them all the time now. It's really what you have in your arsenal to use. So that would be the review, my friend. Let me know what else you're thinking in the comments. I'll try and answer them as I see them come along. All right, so we've got a bunch of channel members I've got to take care of. So I see Web3 Art, and then we'll grab, and then PS Oakley. All right, let's grab PS Oakley, because he joined the council, and then he got his in, and then Web3 Art, we will grab you, don't worry, and then Sam Perez. Also make sure we grab your review. And Allison Towsley, thank you so much for joining channel memberships. Very much appreciated here. All right, PS Oakley. Finishing Jabba Rex this week, then moving into Lord Vader and then Leia, with Jedi Callan Zori in a slow farm phase. All right. Oh, that's right, Cloaky. All right, Clocky, you're next. Sorry, Clocky, you're next. I completely forgot. Hold on. I got to write all this stuff down, man. You know me. See, guys, he's smart. He just yells at me in chat. He gets to do that. Should have put some curse words in there. Actually, YouTube probably would have kicked it out, but you should have put curse words in there to yell at me, man. All right, PS Oakley. Let's see what we got. So, you're finishing Jabba. And does that include, are you planning to do Embo with that or not? That'd be another thing to think about once you get Jabba, right? So we've got him. Okay, so we need Gamguard and Leia. Jawa. Tusken. All right, yeah, that sounds okay. So you were very much knocking on the door, Jabba. Okay. So then, moving into Lord Vader. Wow, all right, back-to-back big ticket farms. I mean, this is at least solid enough. Like, you've at least put some Kyra tech onto Hunter. And probably tech at this point. Okay, I don't hate this. I don't hate that. That's decent progress on the Bad Batch. So they just need relics. She needs relics. He needs a little more. Okay, so Galactic Republic-wise, it's those ones, okay. How are we looking on the Separatist front? Okay, Newt is wrapping up. All gear 10 for Bad Batches. So you've been using Kyra text for them already. Okay. Alright, so we need Dooku and Newt. Alright, so you're not... The big thing with... You're not as horridly far from Lord Vader as it probably would look, because you've got a lot of the relics done. So you still need, like, Kyra tech for the Bad Batch, which sucks, but, like, having these guys at least at relics, like, they're adding relic levels is not as hard to me as, like, having to put the Gear 13 on them. I've always felt like the Gear 13 takes longer than getting characters to relics. So yeah, I don't hate the Lord Vader approach. I very much like Lord Vader. And then you said going into Leia, which, again, I will never argue that. I love Leia. Yeah, so slow farming. I'm slow farming those Rex, right? We're slow farming the Leia stuff. Or you're slow farming Jedi Cal and Zori. Okay. Yeah, I would argue if you had to speed up... Where's Zori at? Just to make me see where she is. Okay, yeah, so I would start thinking of doing some of these abilities for Zori sooner rather than later, because you have your resistance already, and it's a single character, so like that would be really solid. Yeah, Leia, it's the Marquise, but then honestly, yeah, those unaligned Force users, having Malicos, Seer, and Cal, man, wow, you've got so much. I could almost, yeah, wow. I could almost argue in between, after Lord Vader, before you go to Leia, to do the Seer, Malicos, Cal stuff. I'd almost argue that. Because, yeah, I feel like that could be a, man. Yeah, go. I'm very curious on that. I feel like you could get away with that. I really think you could, because by the time that you would be getting Leia, the raid would be ending. Maybe going for Malicos, Seer, and Cal isn't a horrible idea. Just food for thought for you, because those guys are really, really good. I don't mind that at all. So I'm doing PS Oakley right now, Justin. Yeah, yes, okay. Yeah, so once you finish Lord Vader, I would really consider the Seer relics. With Zori first, and then Seer. Because Zori is a single character, completely changes that resistance team. But then I think trying to get this team would not be a horrible investment. They are just so good. I love this team. I really do. I like this team a lot. So that would be my plan for you. PS. That's the plan there. So yeah, otherwise I don't hate any of the stuff you're farming. I don't hate any of the stuff. You've got a lot of the pieces on farm now, which is good, so I like it. I really do. Very good account here. Yeah. We're gonna move on to the next one here. So we got Cloaky. Where's he at? Hold on. I know I saw... There we go. Alright, Cloaky, I found it. Just need to know if I should mod... If I should get Profundity and JML, or if I should finish CLS, Gas, Starkiller, Malgus, Treya, Moldalurns, and Imperial Trooper teams first. Okay. That's a lot of teams. Alright, let's look. Let's look and see. Okay. Wow. All right. So that one's so Starkiller's there. Okay, so we're definitely gonna finish gas. Cloaky, definitely finish gas. Gas is on the list no matter what. No matter what I say next, gas is on the list because he's gear 12. Throw the Zetas on him. You've got the 501st already. Normally for people, it's the other way around. Normally they're waiting around for the 501st and they have like General Skywalker at Relics. You're the other way, so I very much think that it's easier for me to say do the 501st because you've got all the like gas being, you know, Kyrotex and stuff, but you're right there. Okay, so you need 3PO and Chewie. Yeah, so 3PO and Chewie, put him on the list for relics. So there's two. We're only up to 2 relics right now. Make that 3 with Darth Maul. Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me make sure I say yes. Okay, yeah. Darth Malgus 4. Relic 7. Relic 5. 5. Alright. Alright, Clocky, so gosh. Put me in a really rough position here. This is insane. Okay. I think the best I'd say gas for sure. Let's do gas. Definitely 3-Pac. And definitely Malgus. So if you do those 3 characters, because they're not far away. They're all gear 12. So you've done like for Malgus and Gas, like you've done all the Kyrotex for them. So I think that's really, really solid, right? I think those fill out 3 very key teams for all game modes. Like Malgus is good outside of GAC. So is General Skywalker. I mean, General Skywalker good everywhere. CLS good everywhere. Then I'm looking at the rest of the teams, and like I think you'd be smarter. Like I'm looking like you're a bit far away from because you need Starkiller, you need Visas Mar. I'd argue you're better served getting Jedi Master Luke then. So do like General Skywalker. Do Malgus, then do 3-Baka, right? Do 3-Pac, then go right into Jedi Master Luke, get Jedi Master Luke. Then, I think after Luke, let's get Profundity at that point. I think we get Profundity after you get Jedi Master Luke. And then you, yeah. And then we kind of finish up some of these other ones. I think that's where I would recommend you do. I'm looking at the Justin, yes I did. I did do Freelor. I'm looking at this from the standpoint that like Star Killer's primarily a Grand Arena team. In the heart and soul of him, it's Grand Arena. And you're 8 million galactic power, so you're not going to be overly reliant on him outside of Grand Arena. But the rest of these teams, you're going to be reliant on outside of it. So that's why I like CLS, the 501st, Malgus, get Jedi Master Luke, get Profundity. Yeah. And then you said you're Zeta Crunched. How Zeta Crunched are you? How many Zetas do you have on hand? How many Zetas do you have on hand? Like, what, you know, when we say Zeta Crunched, how Zeta Crunched are we? Because you don't need one on 3PO and Chewie for the CLS team. You don't need one on him, so that's a free relic. You have 8. All right, hold on. So I think you only need... All right, hold on. I'm going to go into my account here. Oops. All right. So... Yeah, Malgus only has 2 Zetas. And... Oh, like 8... Oh. You said 8 Zetas. I don't... Oh, God. Oh, my God. All right, guys. This just shows you when you say 8... You say 8 mats. If you say 8, I think you have, like, 8. Like, I don't count, like... Here, like, how would I explain this? Where's somebody I need a Zeta on right now? Well, I don't even have enough. But, like, I would say I have 13 mats. I wouldn't say I have 13 Zetas. If you say Zetas, I assume you mean, like, the full, like... Oh, that's funny. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at... I mean, I don't have many more Zetas than you do right now. Okay, so then, yeah, 3 Baka and Malgus would be my, yeah, 3 Baka and Malgus. Let's skip General Skywalker until after you get Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, that would be my plan for you, because General Skywalker takes 4 Zetas, and you really do need it. I'd argue all 4. Some would say 3. You really want 4. So let's get 3 Baka. Yeah, dude, if those things drop and you do what you do with channel memberships, you should be fine. Gosh. Cloaky, man, you're awesome. You're absolutely awesome. Yeah, no, seriously. 3 Baka, Malgus, then Jedi Master Luke, then we get General Skywalker. Unless you come into a windfall of Zetas, that would be my plan. So, yeah, buddy. Let me know if you've got more questions. You know how to reach me. I'm in the Discord all the time, so let me know, buddy. Thank you so much, man. We're gonna get into the next one here. So we've got Web 3 Art, and then I have Samuel Perez is the next order. All right, so this is Web 3 Art. Let me know your thoughts on the roster and what path I should take. Currently rushing Executor, next Zetas you should get. All right. Okay, so... All right, so you've got almost, you're on the doorstep of Executor. Cloaky, dude. This is for you. My man, dude. Way too generous. Yeah. Okay. Gosh. Taking me all out, man. Yeah. All right. Back to this review. I just need to put like a thank you out here for Cloaky, man. He very much, yeah. Very much so. Very much support this channel. So Zetas that you should get here for Web3 art. So, honestly, if I was you, I would hold off on any more Zetas until you're ready to do the first order. I would hold off on Zetas until you get the first order. Like, you've got one on Bosk. You don't need it on Boba for Executor. You don't need it on IG-88. The only one you would want on Beskar Armor Mando, because, and I say this because you bought the pack. The only one you want on Beskar Armor Mando is going to be his Protective Intuition. So I would maybe say Protective Intuition when you finally do gear him up. First, get Executor. I'd at least get him to like gear 8. And then make sure you can get the rest of your characters for the Executor up and running. But then I would say that you just go full bore into saving Zetas for the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and his event. So you get Protective Intuition, and then maybe we think about getting the Zetas on okay, we did Merciless Massacre. So I would say then we start getting Zetas for Kylo's unique, Hux's unique. I mean, Sith Troopers is nice. It's not completely necessary, but that would be my next thing, is start saving for the First Order. I mean, yeah, you're still very, like, your galactic power looks like a lot, but if I'm just looking at this and being me, this is a light. You bought the hyperdrive bundle, and you bought the light speed bundle, so a lot of your galactic power is just, like, background bloat from those things. Not that that's a bad thing, right? Never a bad thing. But, like, the 2 million is not indicative of where this account really is in its lifespan. Like, you're still very new here. So, I'm okay with that. So, I think, yeah, if you don't need a ton more Zetas, the Dispel on Grief is very nice. The Sweeten the Deal, that is a very nice one to also get. And you've got some solid bounty hunters as well. So, like, you look at your bounty hunters here. You've got Bosk, Grief, and even Mando's Zeta is pretty good. I like Grief's a little bit more. But, like, you'll have these guys, Mando, Boba, and then if you build, like, your Dengar next, I think you're solid. I would honestly, I can't believe I'm saying it, I would just skip Jedi Knight Revan. Just focus on getting Executor. Like, you're better off pumping gear into Dengar and some of these other teams before. I wouldn't even worry about Zam. Zam sounds great, but I'd honestly just save your gear. Save your gear for these guys. For the IG-88, for Dengar. Like, that's if you put Bosk, Grief, Bosk, Grief, Boba, Mando, and Dengar on even defense, and they're gonna get holds. You bring them on offense, you're gonna win. Like, those 5 right there to me are your, like, Bosk, Boba, Dengar to me are the core bounty hunters early on because of Executor. Adding in Grief and Mando because you bought the pack, even better, right? Like, you're already so much more ahead of where even I was for a long time with my bounty hunters. So you don't need to do any more work there. You're going to have a very solid bounty hunter team for every single game mode. Because remember, Zam's Omicron is less impactful in 3v3 than it is in 5v5. And long term, you end up not using it nearly as much when you just, in the grand scheme of things. I think you're better spent putting gear into your Beskar Mando. Your Imperial Trooper team could use more gear. But I think trying to get to Kylo faster is even like a better decision. So you get your Executor, get into Kylo. That would be the big thing. In terms of background farms, I'm looking at who you could gear, right? Imperial Troopers is not a bad option. Your Imperial Troopers would not be bad. You've got them at good. The only thing, yeah, you've got range. Yes, okay, beautiful. Beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Yeah, that's beautiful. Gosh, that's friggin' beautiful. I love this. You've got your core 5. Maybe the CLS team, honestly. Commander Luke, Chewbacca, Han Solo, 3 Baka. You've got him, and then you can eventually get C-3PO in here whenever you decide to build your Ewoks. That would be my thought process. Yeah, I think if you went Imperial Troopers first, because you do have gear there, you do have the stars there, you'll have the like start getting some Zetas in there, but I think saving for First Order is the smartest thing to do. No, not yet, Wombat. I am so glad you showed up, man. Oh, my man. All right, so yeah, Web 3, that would be my plan there. I think Imperial Troopers being that background team, don't do any more work in your bounty hunters unless they're Executor Rex. And let's get that friggin' Executor. Let's get Kylo. And if you find yourself in a position, I'll say this. I'm going to end it here, and then we'll move on to Samuel Perez. And then we've also got Chris Ferguson as well. If you find yourself in a position where you're able to get the finalizer, where you're able to get finalizer to 5 stars and you're still a ways away from Executor, I don't know what your situation is, but if you're in that position, don't be afraid to start Kylo. So that would be my thought process. So that's what I would do. Yeah, I like it, man. These guys, I like want to celebrate the Lightspeed bundles. Like the Lightspeed bundles need like celebrated because like accounts like this are like, I love it. I love being able to answer these questions because it's completely thrown a wrench in a lot of farming guides and a lot of things we do. So give me 1 second. I need a refill of soda of Cloaky inspired soda. How about that? It's gonna be Cloaky soda. That's what I'm gonna call it now. Oh, you all right, buddy? I didn't see you there. You all right? Oh, Bubba boy, I'm sorry. You okay? Oh, poor buddy. I don't know if you guys could hear that little whelp, but I accidentally ran over Zeus's tail because he was like right behind my chair. I feel horrible. I'm such a terrible dog dad. You all right, buddy? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, it's okay. He's literally like sitting on now on the chair. All right. Doggo's fine. He's 85 pounds of like the softest animal I've ever seen in my life. All right, so next we have Samuel Perez here. All right, Sam, what are we... Sam, what's the... I gotta see if you had a chat. If you're still in... Yeah, Sam, you should still be in the chat. Let me know what you're looking at here. Let me know what we're thinking. I gotta find the... I gotta see if I can find it first. There we go. Just finished Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Happy with his mods for now. Going back to Jedi Knight Luke to get to Jabba. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I'd be happy with that. I'd be pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't like that we took the speed this far, but you've got 5% offense on it. I like that a lot. That's very good. That's solid offense there. Yeah, I'd be happy with these mods. Be very happy with those mods. This is very good offense. Relic 8 on him, too. That's solid. All right, so now getting back into... All right, so now getting back into Jedi Knight Luke and into Jabba. All right, so let's see where we're at with Jedi Knight Luke. Are we there yet? So we've got Hermit Yoda. All right, so we need... Okay, so you need like Rolo, Captain Han and stuff, Lando. All right, so we're not... You're not impossibly far from Jedi Knight Luke. That's still solid enough progress there. And like 3 Bakas along the way. Han Solo Relic 8 already is very good, especially for this raid that's going on right now. That's solid progress there. Coors Light Leia's done. Okay, Greedo's not hard to finish. Mob Enforcer's not hard to finish. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to blame you for that. I would have gotten Supreme Leader Kylo Ren that way too. Like that's, yeah, that makes total sense to me. So you definitely still have a good bit of farming to do for Jabba. Would definitely throw Embo on your list of things to work on. Kind of throw him in the back of your mind. Just think when energy frees up, Embo's really, really good to get. Otherwise, man, yeah. So just keep farming Jabba. I don't horridly hate this idea. I think it's very good. Jabba's obviously a fantastic character. And your roster kind of supports that. The one thing I'll say for you, between now and like even like tomorrow, we should find a way to bloat your roster by 70,000 GP so you can do Proving Grounds. Yeah, I mean, I would say relicking 3PO and Chewie would at least just make this CLS team a larger threat. I know he's not a Jabba requirement, but he's just that good, right? So that's kind of like one of the things I'd look at there. And then otherwise, man, I'm just looking through to see if there's any big holes. I don't hate any of this so far. But I would try to bloat your 70K. I'd definitely try to bloat to 70K. Honestly, I don't know that I would say there's necessarily holes. Because I feel like you're better off just kind of trying to stick to the farming path. If you weren't going for a Galactic Legend right now, like, I think the one hole is 3 Baka, right? I think that would be, like, the one area to gap. Everywhere else, I'm pretty okay with where you're at. Yeah, Proving Grounds is tomorrow. So if you've got any, like, leftover ship stuff that you can put on, trying to look and see if you have any easy wins. Not a lot of crazy easy wins. Yeah, you've got mods on him, so that's not gonna help. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, like, break the bank to do it if you just can't. But if you got, if you've got any stuff kind of lying around, you know, like if you're like, oh, I could take this ship to whatever star level, like those could help. But yes, I mean, 70's a lot. 70, don't think that it isn't. 70's a lot of GP to do in a day. But I would at least, if you can't do it for tomorrow, at least do it for next conquest. Just anything you can do. Even like, you know, like there was a trick. I used to do this all the time. In fact, I'll show you guys a real quick thing right now, Sam. So yeah, I think 3 Baka and getting Jabba would be the best thing. But here's a little trick that I used to do, guys, that actually really would help, like, so let me just show you. I'm trying to see if I have anybody there. I don't think so. So, like, a character like, who would I actually feel like, I'll do this to Trench. So, if you take a guy like Trench to level... Yeah, like, so I don't know why I figured this out, but level 53 costs like 600,000 credits. Right? So you figure 600,000 credits gets you here. And then you think he's already like 4,600 power. So if you take him level like 53, it's 600k credits. And then like look at Clone Wars Chewie here. That's like 9,000 power. So if you were able to take, so if you go back here, if you could spend, excuse me. Okay, yeah, beautiful. So if we could take some of these characters, even just to like level 53. You know what I'll do? I'm trying to see if you have any. Okay, your droid. Okay, so Droidica. I'm going to show you. Yeah, minimum to do mods. Level 50 isn't bad either. So let's do. I'm going to do 53 just because that's my 600,000 even number. My OCD says that. Because you've got a couple characters we could do this on. So if you do level 50, level 53. So I'm going to take Trench. Let's take you. I'm going to do level. I'll do level 50. I'll do the minimum level. So 450,000 credits for Trench. Okay, so I gained 300 power from that. So that was 300 power. And then if I just throw mods on him. Oh my gosh, am I actually going to do this the right way? Let's do this. Everything's offense. My Trench is going to have offense on him. That works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I threw mods on him, gained another 1,600 galactic power. So now we're up to like 2,000 galactic power. If I even equip, let's say, Gear 1 to Gear 2, there's 63. And if I start equipping ability levels, I start gaining more. So, if you can do that to a couple characters, you'd be in good shape. You think 35 characters to level 50, but if you start adding in mods, you start adding in other pieces, you could get to 70k pretty quickly. I think that starts getting there. You start getting there pretty quick. And if you could afford to do a couple a little bit higher, it's even better, right? Yes, reinforcements on ships work too. Reinforcements on ships work too. I wish I could show you that on mine, but I think every ship I have has the reinforcements maxed out. But yeah, man, I think very much that if you could bloat your GP, whether it's through reinforcements or anything else, you'll be in very good shape, Sam. So that's the advice. Try and bloat for tomorrow. Get through Proving Grounds. Use the advice that Wombat and I gave, and you'll be in very good shape. All right, so now we have Chris Ferguson. And then I have Caleb Sullivan. Any characters you need faster? Oh, Sam, sorry. Honestly, if you join the Discord, and I can answer that better. Yeah, join the Discord. I can answer that better, man. I apologize. I do need to keep moving because I have it after Caleb Sullivan. I need to do something, and Wombat's on stream, so I need to do it. All right. So, this is Mr. Chris Ferguson. All right, Chris, where are we at here? So much chat going on. You guys have been awesome tonight. Look at Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Rey. Then next farm, Leia, Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. All right, Chris, let's see what we got going on, man. I like this a lot. I actually very much like the health on Kylo. Decent offense. Would love to see more offense, but I don't hate health down here. It's been something I've been thinking about on mine. This is very good. Critical damage, good offense percent there. Good speed, too. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of slicing speed arrows like this, but you got decent stats. I'd love to see more of the offense because we could get that, you know, significantly higher. This is really good. All those stats help Kylo. All those help Kylo. Good percentages here. Would love to see some of this defense come away, but good speed. And very good secondaries here. Actually, hold on. Good secondaries, but I wasn't paying attention. We need, this needs to be health. You don't want protection there. You want health. So I would switch that with something else. He doesn't really need as much protection as he does health percent. So I'd definitely switch that. And then you said Rey. Okay, I love this. Jeez. I mean, the potency, you could slice one off, but like I don't have a lot of complaints here between offense, speed, and defense. Like that's very good for her. Those are all solid. Tenacity, not the greatest, but like I love that. That's a good speed, very good speed, good offense percent. Again, slicing the speed arrow, but you got solid stats out of it. I mean, it's going to make her fast. She should be fast. Okay, this is pretty solid. Good defense percent. They're really good defense percent. That's actually kind of crazy. Not a lot of speed, but I don't hate it because the other stats are absurd. And then, yeah, I mean, this is really solid. This is very, very good. I like that a lot. That's a very good mod. Yeah, good stuff. All right, good stuff on those two so far. Outside of Kylo's Circle. Kylo's Circle, we definitely need to change. And then you said, hold on, I got to go back up. I know I saw it. Then farming Jedi Knight, or then going for Leia. Okay, and you're not. Okay, Drogon's done already, so it's relic levels there. Relic levels on Loba. Okay, so a lot of relic levels still to do. But have you thought? Are you for sure, Chris? Are you for sure gonna go? Are we for sure gonna go with Jedi Knight? Like, are we gonna go Leia before we go Jedi Master Luke? because I'm just looking, like, done, 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 almost there, done. He's almost done. I guess Mothma's holding you up, but I would almost argue that we go for, I guess you need Jedi Knight Luke too, which is the problem. But yeah, you're really far along in the Jedi Master Luke farm too. You do need Jedi Knight Luke. I guess that's the one point I'm missing out on. So yeah, I mean, either way, you're fine, right? Either way, we're fine. I don't hate that strategy one way or the other. And then you said Jedi Knight Cal. I love the Cal farms. I think it's really good. No, I agree. I think I was missing that you needed to go for Jedi Knight Luke too. I was missing that part. So, yeah, if you still need those guys, I mean, you kind of need them all for Leia anyway, right? It's kind of one of those things where you kind of need them for Leia anyway. So, if you did go for Jedi Master Luke first, I wouldn't hate it because you do seem a bit closer, but you do need Mothma. But going for those three characters, and I'd say Luke or Leia need to be the first two, and then Cal being the cleanup after them. I don't hate that strategy. I think that kind of, looking at your roster, I think that suits it well. That you don't have, like, a really fully established Night Sister team. You know, you're not going to have a Wookiee team. You're not going to have Saw's team. So, you know, farming them last kind of gives you some time to maybe build up some extra unaligned Force users to get the most out of the Seer Jynda team. You know, you think by that point you could do relics on, like, Fulcrum, Seer, Cal, you know, depending where you're at with Malicos and stuff, all that can kind of come into play. That would be my idea, right? Kind of get that team as I got my big 2 GLs here, going to move into the next thing. So, that's what I would do. Yeah, whether you want to go for Jedi Master Luke or Leia, I will completely leave up to you, because I think you're probably... It's weird to say it like this. Like, the characters you need to build Jedi Knight Luke, you'll end up building for Leia. Between Lando, Captain Han, Rolo. So, you know, it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I think the Leia farm may be a bit smarter, since you could potentially get her with still some of this ready to go. So maybe I'd go that route. But that's the thought process there, man. That's definitely what we're gonna do. All right, I like that plan a lot. I very much like that plan. Very good account. Make sure you're smashing Conquest too. Let's make sure we're smashing Conquest. Yeah, definitely going for the big fish is the wise thing. All right, next is Caleb Sullivan here. So we got Caleb Sullivan with the 199, my friend. All right, buddy, let's look at this here. Ooh, 4.8. All right, so we into some hard mode conquest action here, man. And some proven grounds. All right, I like this. Okay. $10 shards short on red crate. Oh, how, Chris? What feats do you need? What feats do you need? Join the Discord and, like, because there's some cheese methods that people have that they'll share in there. Because there's some cheese methods to get you those 10 shards if you need it. We can definitely get that. Can definitely get you those 10 shards. Okay. All right, Caleb. So I'm looking, man. We've got good shit. Like, you've got good ships. We've got the ships that you need, like the Phoenix ships. So you've got a good Rebel fleet. You've got Executor. Resistance. I like this. Okay. All right. I'm liking what I see so far. Star Killer. Nice. Brusso, if you'd like one, they do come with reviews. You get the priority. After Caleb here, I'm going to put... So after Caleb Sullivan here, I'm putting a pause on reviews because I want to do something on stream. I've got Wombat here. I wanted to make sure that he was around for me to do this. So you guys got to bear with me on that one. Okay, I like Caleb. I'm glad you got Star Killer. That's good. Caleb, how many Zetas do you have on hand? How many Zetas do you have? One Zeta. Is that one, like, is that 20 mats or one? $20 mats. Okay. All right. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, you've got the Rey bundle, so we may as well start thinking about the resistance here. You've got Kylo. We could start thinking about that resistance at this point. I think we could start thinking about the resistance. Oh, you have Jedi Knight. Gosh, you've got a lot of stuff. And we've got Jedi Knight Luke with no Zetas. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Kylo 2 weeks. Okay, can we... Okay. We're gonna... Before we go Rey, let's Relic and Zeta Jedi Knight Luke. Let's Relic and Zeta Jedi Knight Luke. You can use Hermit Yoda. We can use Old Ben. Hell, I'd even say Grandmaster Yoda we could Relic if you wanted. But, like, let's get a Jedi Knight Luke team up and running. You could even use, like, Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Knight Revan, Ezra, Hermit Yoda, and Old Ben, and that's a perfectly viable... No, we need Old Ben for Starkiller. Scratch that. So, throw Kakatarn in there. I mean, we need to build a Jedi Knight Luke team. You've got to have a Jedi Knight Luke team. But I would say get Jedi Knight Luke. Let's get him Reliced, and then maybe let's start thinking about Rey. Because you are knocking on that doorstep in so many ways. You need 3 Relic 7s, and one of those characters is already at Relic 5. So that'd be my answer. Is Jedi Knight Luke, then let's go for Rey. Just because you still have a lot of Zeta work, or yeah, like you still have a lot of work for relics to do for Rey. So both of these leads are very good. Luke's you need for Challenge Tier 2, like Wombat was saying. You need it for Challenge Tier 2. Or I'd say Challenge Tier 3. I was able to do Challenge Tier 2 without Jedi Knight Luke. But you need it for Challenge Tier 3. So Jedi Knight Revans is... Yeah, Jedi Knight Revans is better. The difference is, the one argument I'll make is that, like, Jedi Knight Luke can solo with both his, if you have the right mods, like, and I'll say, like mine, I can solo a First Order team that's, like, Kylo Ren Unmasked, Hux, Sith Trooper, Stormtrooper, or Officer. Like, I can solo a regular First Order team with just Jedi Knight Luke. He'll solo a team like that. So, yeah. You do need both leads. They're both very good. They're each kind of situationally unique. And the nice thing is, if you have both of Jedi Knight Luke Zetas and you've got him at Relics, he can be a solo character in Grand Arena. and then you still have a Revan team to use for offense. Yeah, I think that's the idea there. Let's get Luke, and then let's get Rey. Let's get that going there. So, yeah, man. Otherwise, Caleb, well done, man. I love to see these light speed bundles, guys. The light speed bundles are awesome. Yeah, light speed bundles are just so, like, it's been awesome to see the progress you guys have now because of them. It's really cool. All right. So, I told you guys I had a surprise. I know it's 11:17, so we're going to pretend that it's 1:17 in honor of Master Chief. So, I'm going to be attempting something on stream here. I'm going to see if, hold on. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead here. All right, hold on. I'm going to bomb my Discord or I'm going to bomb my BlueStacks real quick because it's moving a little bit slow. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to attempt the Zepho mission for the first time ever with a baby cow. So we're gonna attempt the Braca mission with baby cow. Wombat, I haven't put their mods on yet. I have special sets for them. I would love to see more light speed bundles. I'd love to see more light speeds. So we're gonna try the Braca mission here, guys. I have no idea if I can. I watched Fatal's video. So I wanted to try this for the stream, right? Like, I think my guild, I don't know if we can actually get it this time. I don't know if we have enough. We're like 12 out of 15. I thought we had to be like perfect. But I'm at least going to try it for my guild with baby cow. So I do need to switch out some mods here. So this is the set I'm running with Seer. So speed is 207. We're losing protection, but we're gaining some health. The big thing is the defense. Trying to get my defense up. So hoping that helps. I feel like that's the... I heard I want defense here. I know Jedi Knight Cal's a lot easier. I don't have Jedi Knight Cal yet, and so I bit the bullet, and I'm going to try for my guild to at least do this. So I don't know if these mods will work or not. The other thing is, like, I could get more health, right? The thing is, like, if I do this, I can get more health, but I'll lose out with, like up here, if I went for health, and I looked for defense %. Like, I could get this, that. I could do one like this. So, like, I could gain health, but I'm losing a lot of defense, and I feel like I heard that defense was the way to go for her. So that's why this one looks the way that it does. And then for Cal... ripping mods off of everyone. Tried to get, again, Fatal's video seemed like he had health. He did have more speed. He has way more speed than this, but that's about as good as I can get. And then the big thing, I added more armor here. No, I don't have any defense primary mods. No, Jar Jar, I'm going to get back into roster reviews, but I've still got a bunch of channel members and super chats to finish up here still. So, and then we get back to the free one, so it's been a little bit. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to try this with these mods. I have no clue if this is going to work or not, but I thought I would at least try it. So I've got Wombat here. Wombat, is there any tweaks we think? Do I add more health to Seer? The fatal video that I watched, his Cal had like plus 145 speed. His Cal was like super fast. His baby Cal. But yeah, I tried to find the best mods that I could sitting around in my roster. I just don't have that many defense mods. Especially at Arrow. Arrow is a sad state of modding. So I have the one on Cal with 10%. I have one on Grievous with 7. 7 there, and then Savage drops down to 5, but it's got protection. Yeah, I feel like I was looking, when I was looking at my seer, like my armor number was really low with a health set. Like there I could get 13 defense, but I've got 10 there. So it really need to be like I could like 14 to 7 is pretty big. Nine to 6, yeah, like I could do like this. But look, like I lose armor, and then I'd need to do like, I don't know, maybe this for the protection percent too. Like I gain more health, but my armor drops a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm like, I feel like I want I feel like I'm going to try it with this. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the problem. So we're going to try and run it with this. We'll see how it goes. I did have another, all right, here's the, which mod did I have? I feel like I had one on here on somebody that I could try. All right. All right, listen, I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Hold on. Engage, start a poll. I started a poll. This is the only mod I would consider putting on Seer instead. It's not going to be as fast, but it could have much more, it could have extra defense percent and protection percent. So I'm willing to try this mod on Baze. I have to slice it up, but I think that's okay. I can stomach this. All right, so this is the one we want to try it on. All right, seems like it's a pretty resounding yes. Oh boy. Okay. Give me something good. Not horrible. Not horrible. We can do that. And oof. Oh, wait. It's past 10, right? Of course. This is going to be miserable. I hate farming these things so much. What? Nah, that's a load of crap. There's no way. Okay. Oh, my gosh. All right. I mean, all right, fine. That works. That works. And I mean, I'll try. I mean, what the hell? Oh my gosh, come on. Are we serious? Are we serious right now? Come on. Oh, what a joke. All right, well, that's better than the one that's on there. It's slower, but we gained a lot more protection, and our armor does go up a little bit, so we'll take that. All right. And then the question is, do I try to get another... Oh, I've got 10% there. Do I... Do I put this one up here on Cal? And then do I stick... Do we like that? What do we think before I make this? Before I make these changes, what do we think? Yeah, 14% defense. What do we think, guys? Caleb, I think for now, you do his unique and run him under Jedi Knight Revan lead, and then when you can do his leadership. That's what I would do. I feel like you'll get better use out of his unique, and then we'll worry about his leadership at the next Zeta. Well, what do we think, guys? Do we think a little bit less speed and, you know, more defense? Or should I try for more health? I mean, I'm going to try this. I mean, the only way I get more health is if I take the defense sets off. And that's the only way I get more health. Is if I take defense off. And I don't know that I'm willing to take the defense off. Yeah, like she's got the big one on health there. Yeah, I feel like this is what I'm going to end up going with. I feel like I'm going to just try this. May as well. All right. I can't... If I make him any faster, I lose sets. That's the problem. I lose, like, I lose the defense. I lose the stuff. So I'm just going to try it like this, guys. If I lose, I lose. I'm using a baby Cal. I can tweak things at another time. I feel like these are the sets that I feel the best about. So we're gonna go in here, and let's hope. Any better health on the diamond? Not with. No. Seer has the health there. And it's the speed, too. I need the speed. Yeah, I don't have a plethora of... Like... The only thing I could do is I'd lose some defense. Yeah, I don't know. I saw your message, and I ignored your message. Alright. We're gonna try this, guys. Okay. Oh, gosh. Alright, let's go. Oh, boy. Alright, so do I just want to use this ability here? Okay, let's pop this up, right? I don't think this actually does anything, but we'll do it. Okay, just basic. Okay, throw this up. All right, I'll throw that back out. Okay, basic. Okay, I think I can kill you now. Oh, almost. All right, we'll... Okay, I'm gonna have to throw it again. That's ridiculous. All right, throw this out. I don't need to use that yet. I can just basic around. Okay, hit all that up. Okay, just kill this guy. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Okay, cleanse the purge. Hit all that up. Basic. Okay, give me this stuff. Okay. Cleanse, purge again. Just basic. Okay, because I think this next hit, that should kill him. Okay, there we go. All right, throw that out. Basic. Basic. Okay, cleanse, purge. Throw that out. Nice. Okay. All right, give Cal that. Oof, that was not what I wanted to do. Ooh, all right, I'm gonna wait because I need Cal to take a turn here. Oh, there he goes, darn it. Ah, that's not gonna work, darn it. Well, there we go. That was that. Man, I was so close. Ugh. Oh, God, come on. Ah. Oh, I have the unique. I don't have his Omicron. That's what he's talking about. I have his unique. This is Omicron I don't have, and I'm not equipping his Omicron. I don't even have enough Omicron. I do have enough Omicrons. I'm not equipping his Omicron. Ah! Yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But man, I was so freaking close. I feel like I wasted the AOE, but yeah, I mean, it just was, and I don't have her mods saved. Don't even have her mods saved. All right. Now I gotta equip. Before I do, I gotta continue roster reviews. Don't worry. Roster reviews will continue after I sulk here. What a frickin'... Ah! I can't... The problem is, I don't even have... Is it that worth it? I mean, for... It's getting my guild to Zepho that's important. Like... If I can be somebody to get us there without having to use Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, then, like, yes, it's very much worth it. These sets are so outdated, too. Some of these guys are, like, long gone. Yeah, oh, gosh. So I should say this. I mean, I don't want to sound like a... We have enough people who have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis that I should not... I mean, it's not my fault that we're not going to clear this. Let's put it that way. We have enough people who should be clearing it with Cal. Just, I was trying to help us out a little bit. Because I knew that we would have people who would fail, so I was hoping that I could be at least somewhat of a hero. And unfortunately, that just did not pan out. I'm pretty far away from Cal. I'm like... I still have a lot of gear to put on. Yeah, I still have a lot of gear for Cal. I still have a lot of stuff I have to do for Cal. Yeah, I mean, like, I really want to get stuff like this done. Like, I feel like it's like I think I just was trying a little bit, like, I don't want to say trying a little bit too hard, but I feel like I just didn't use the right abilities at the right time. Oh, man. It's gonna make me mad. Yeah, I should have saved the event special. I think I definitely feel like I used that a bit too early. I definitely feel like I used it a bit too early. I think that's his mod. Okay, put all these. Sorry guys, I gotta put my you guys know whenever I do anything like this, I have to put my mods back on. Oh, his is, that's right. His is one of these, I think. It's this one. Maybe next time, but yeah, just couldn't pull it off. Ugh. Yeah, I know, Z. I really wanted to help us out. That's all. I just wanted to, like, get us a little bit here. All right, I got to figure out who is on who. I think this was here. This was Cal's, because everybody was yelling at me for the offense. That's Cal's. I feel like that's Cal's. No, I do not have hot utils. I have manually modded my roster since I've played. Yeah, this is all, like, I need to go back through and, like, do a bunch of stuff. I'll go through, guys. I literally, before I get back into roster reviews, this is what I will do, is I will go through. I do it on my phone because it's a lot easier. And what I'll do is I'll go through. I'll delete this entire thing, and then I just go through every single character and save their mods at least once a month. I do this. It's been longer than a month since I've done this. But yeah, like once a month I'll go in because I change mods around and stuff. So I save every character's mods, and that way when I switch them around for events like this, it's not a big deal. But, alright, well, that was that. Man. That pisses me off. I need something to punch right now. My TV box is too far away for me to punch. I punched a hole in it at some point. Man. Alright, let me go through stores real quick while I'm remembering it. And then let's get back to our reviews. Regularly scheduled content for tonight. Thank you guys for putting up with that. I'm sorry I couldn't bring it home for you. I will try again. Maybe get better RNG. Alright, so I see a super chat for CA for the 222 Canadian bacon. 2-year break, lost. JML/501st, then what? So roster reviews are, it's a first come first serve, but channel members and super chats get priority. So after a certain point, I normally don't get the free ones because channel members show up, super chats. Yeah, it's all done in stream. All right, CA. So you're thinking 501st. Yeah, 501st wouldn't be a bad investment for you. I don't mind the 5-0 first. I think that's pretty smart. And then, yeah, again, honestly, I would put your 5-0 first above Jedi Master Luke, because you still have a lot of work. Let me just make sure I'm saying the right stuff, because I'm in Jedi right now and I'm looking. You still have a lot more work to do for Jedi Master Luke, because you need to get extra gear here, relic levels, he's good. Relic levels here, and she's done. But your 5-0 first, like, you're literally one piece away from these guys, and then not far from Arc and Rex, and you have the Zetas. So to me, that's, I feel like, I feel like that's like the solid thing to do, would just be like finish this team off a little bit and then maybe get back to Jedi Knight Luke. I normally hate saying that, but I feel like I feel like you're so close on that 5-0 first, and they're such a great faction. Cause I don't know. I go back and forth. Oh, if you're okay, you got 5. Okay, if you have a lot of Zeta mats, then yeah, just go Jedi Master Luke. Then screw it. Yeah, farm Captain Rex. Farm Captain Rex because you have the Phoenix. So get Captain Rex on farm now, like ASAP. And then maybe get Rey. I'm just thinking of what, like, you've got a lot of the resistance here, which is good. So Rey would not be a horrid idea for you. Because I think ships-wise, I mean, the only other thing I could say there, you could maybe potentially skip Rey and go for Executor. Could also do Executor. You're probably in a very old fleet shard, but Executor would not be a horrible idea. Yeah, even Executor would be really good for you after Jedi Master Luke. Jedi Master Luke 5 first Executor could be really good. Throw in Rey in there at some point, CA. With the Zeta mats you have, it gives me confidence that I could tell you to do stuff like that, and you're at least not going to run out of Zetas. You've got a lot of the relics done. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be behind. So, you're going to be behind in GAC. So, what you're going to have to make up as... So, I don't know if you knew this, but I took a long break and came back when Kylo and Rey were first released. So my squad arena team was Darth Treya, Scion, Nihilus, Sith Empire Trooper, and a Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I think Treya was only 5-star. I don't think she was not 7-star yet. So you can very easily climb back into the meta if you just stick to a plan of building those basics. If you build the GLs you need, you kind of fit in some of those new things where you can, you're going to be fine. Like, Captain Rex would be a really good thing for you to build. You know, if you could get, like, Zori would be another one. If you can get her on farm, that would be another big boost because you've got this resistance. So look for some of those characters. Zori, Captain Rex would be really, really big. My BlueStacks is gonna crash here. Yep. So Zori, Captain Rex would be really, really solid for you, where they're gonna give you top tier teams early on, and you have the Zeta mats where you could take a Zori with low gear, throw the Zetas on her, and people are going to be like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Because at the GAC, the players you're going to be facing, they're going to be completely confused by a Zori team. They're not going to have the right counters. They'll probably throw something crazy at it, and then they're done for. That would kind of be my thought for you, is you can't focus on trying to build the meta because you'll always be behind. But if we can worry about building the stuff that you're close to and getting it quickly, we'll be a lot better off. Yeah, I just want to look and see. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you putting the faith in me to give you the advice. I think, yeah. If we get Jedi Master Luke, 501st, Executor, Captain Rex, Zori, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not nearly as much when I look at how much gear you have invested there. You'll be in a really good situation. Yeah, oh, you're going up against like 10 million accounts. I mean, that... What's your GAC? Are you in Kyber? Erodium 1. Okay, yeah, so you're still pretty high up there. Yikes. Yeah, just if you fall, you'll fall, but we'll catch back up. The Grand Arena matchmaking is designed for you to go 500. So if you lose a bunch of matches, just know that the next season you're going to win a bunch. That's normally the way I look at it. Otherwise, man, I don't hate the account. Having older stuff is not necessarily bad. Yeah, you were in Kyber 4 and now you dropped. Yeah, that's good. The drop is good. The drop will serve you well. That's probably where you need to be right now. So don't be discouraged. Grand Arena, we all know, is kind of broken for anybody below Kyber 1 right now. So just bide your time. Stick to the plan. Don't go crazy. Don't try and chase the meta. Let it come to you. Build the stuff that you want to build, and you're going to be in good shape, buddy. And especially now with the way Datacrons work, where they bring back certain factions that were good at one point. So that's the way I'd look at it. All right, so we got CA. So that is, I think, caught up on Super Chats. So channel members... Guys, if you want to start dropping codes again, channel members, I know I had a bunch of you still on. I see Brusso just now put his in. So I'm going to grab Brusso here, channel members. Otherwise, if there's no other channel members or super chats after Brusso here, we'll start getting back into the free reviews wherever I can find them. So let's get to Brusso here. So, all right, Brusso, what are we working on? What are we thinking for the account? We've got Rey, we've got Kylo. Rey still needs a Zeta. Yeah, Brusso, just let me know what your plan is, because I could start spouting stuff off, but I want to know what you're thinking. It at least gives me a place to start. Getting Ben solo. After that, you want to farm the Malgus team with Darth Revan, and you unlock Malgus next month. Okay. Alright, so let's start there with the Sith Empire. Okay, so you still have to unlock Darth Malak. What's the Zetamat situation looking like? What's your Zetamat situation? Because, like, Bastila is good. She'll be fine. So, because Malik isn't a small project, right? Malik's not a small project. Malik is a lot of work. Yeah, so if you want to get the Sith Empire team with Darth Revan, Darth Malik, Bastila, you've got a lot of work here because you need... So, you need the 5 Old Republic characters at 17,500 power. And then you need the mix of Revan, HK, Bastila, Canderous, and I believe Karth. So Karth you'd have done. But you have another mix of them that you need to do for the dark side path. It's doable. It's not going to be... It's doable because there's a lot more gear in the game now. There's not as many Zetas, so you'll probably have to go the route of equipping more core gear on these guys. Like, back in the day for me, when I did this event, it was easier to equip Zetas for me than it was to throw, like, crazy Carbanis on a character. So, oh, how the times have changed. But if you really want to get the Malgus team, you need to get Darth Malik. So if you're not prepared to throw gear on Revan and the Old Republic characters you need, Bastila, Jolie, and stuff, then maybe we hold off on getting Malgus. But if you really want Malgus, we've got to get Darth Malik. We can't pretend Darth Malik doesn't exist. We need to get him. So, yes, that's a smart thing to do. Get Darth Revan there. Everybody else, the dark side path is the light side path is the hard one. The light side path is the hard one. So there, I actually have a very hold on. I'm gonna share this just because I can. It's been a minute since you guys will see how old this was. This is probably one of my most watched. Yeah, this is one of my more watched videos. 20,000 views, which for me is kind of crazy. But that link that I just sent there is the light side Darth Malik path. Posted February 22nd of 2022. So, a long time ago. Gosh, a long time ago. That was before I was really into, like, crazy content creating. That was long before I was into, like, crazy content creating. All right. So, yeah, so Malik, and then as far as your next GL, Jedi Master Luke. That's easy. Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, I think you get Jedi Master Luke next. You bought the Rebel packs, so you've got a really good head start there. I think Jedi Master Luke, yeah, I think we get Jedi Master Luke here after you get Malik. I feel like that's who you're closest to when I look at this account. Yeah. Because of the Lightspeed bundle. If you didn't have the Lightspeed bundle, but because you have that Rebel Lightspeed bundle, you've got that Phoenix and stuff, like Captain Rex, make sure we're putting him in the farming plan. But I think Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke make a lot of sense for you. Because again, you want to take advantage of the packs, right? You bought those packs. That makes the most sense. You'll get Jedi Knight Luke, no problem. Get our King, you've got him. Hermit Yoda, not hard to do, right? Very easy, very accessible now. And then, yeah. You're going to be, you'll be in very good shape. It's not going to be nearly as long as you think to get those characters, especially if you kind of do some of these other projects along the way. So, yeah, man, let's keep pushing there. Let's push towards Jedi Master Luke while you can. Otherwise, buddy, I think we're in good shape, Brusso. I think this is very good. So yeah, let's get it going. And you've got a lot of get one to spend on Malak still. Got a lot of get one to spend on Malak still, because you got to get him from 5 all the way to 7 stars. So, all right, guys, if you can give me no, you can use, so if you have to, farming both of them at the same time isn't a problem. Not like it used to be. Because you can use your you can use your Mark II raid currency to get Hermit Yoda shards. So if you can use this to get your Hermit Yoda. I know it's not ideal, but it saves you the get one, so that way you could do Malak. So that's kind of one of the things I've been trying to encourage a lot of players is when it comes to these currencies, you've got to use them wisely. And if you can try and get your Hermit Yoda done with this, it's going to free up your resources elsewhere. Same thing with Rebel Officer Leia Organa. Trying to get her with in the one Galactic Bounty. I forget if she's Galactic Bounties 1 or 2. But getting her out of one of those saves you currency that you can use towards him. So that would be my advice for you. Is split your currencies between the two, focusing Malak on get one, focusing Hermit Yoda with Mark II raid currency, and we're going to get there, right? We'll get there in the end. So it sounds like a lot. Trust me, you'll get there in no time. You'll blink and it'll be over. So, all right, guys, if you can all give me 1 second here, I've got to run up real quick and help get a child in their own bed. Give me 1 sec, and then we will get to Noah K394, as well as any other, whether it's free reviews or channel members, depending who's in chat. So everybody, give me a second. Big girl, you gotta go potty. Hey, look at me. back here, you understand? Go on, sweetie. All right, I am back. Sorry, guys. Getting back into this. All right, so we've got Noah K394. Whoa! All right, hold on here. We've got Leia and Leviathan. All right, just finished Rey, working on Jabba. Where should I go? Profundity. Some teams I need to work on. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Profundity, Inquisitors, Malicos. Okay. All right, let's take a look at First Order. Okay, that's not a bad option. All right. All right, hold on. I'm cooking. All right. So, I'm a big believer in you want to do stuff that you're close to when it makes sense. And in this instance, you're super close to the First Order, Noah. Right? We're knocking on the door of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at this point. We're like we're right there. So, the big thing to do here is get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first. If we can get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren as soon as you can. So, I know you need to unlock Finalizer still. Holy crap. Wow, that's insane. Yeah. We need to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is going to be project number 1. While that's happening, I would argue that you do the Malicos team. Because your Seer and Cal are both right there. So, if you can do both of them with Malicos, you'll have a very solid unaligned Force user team. You could even throw in Fulcrum, Ahsoka Tano in there, and then that 5th slot can be, you know, whoever you want at that point, right? At that point it doesn't, you'll be okay. I'm hesitant on your Inquisitors saying that because as much as like they can help, you are very far from Inquisitors. And Kylo is like the First Order and even the Malicos teams, like there's not a lot of stars involved. And like in this instance, it's literally just some relic levels and the finalizer and you're farming tickets. So like you're on the doorstep. We've got to do this. So I like this idea. I like the First Order. And then I think we move to, I like the unaligned Force users because of the shard situation. These guys being close, him being close. A lot of Kyrotex, but in the grand scheme of things, that's a very solid team. At your GP, that's not a crazy thing to say. I don't hate Profundity. The only thing with Profundity you need to think about is the Relic 9 situation. Like, do you have the Relic 9 for Radis, the Relic 8 for Cassian? But you've got most of them done. So I don't hate saying Profundity would be bad. And I think in the situation, the one thing that's kind of holding me back from it is that you do have Executor and Leviathan. So it's not like Profundity is a necessity for you to climb in, Fleet Arena. But having all 3 of those ships is a nice thing. But I don't know that I'd put it above your First Order. And I don't know if I could... I could put it above the unaligned Force user team. Definitely not above First Order. So, after the First Order, if you wanted to do Profundity or Malicos, I don't hate which order you choose. I don't hate which order you're going to choose. As much as I love Inquisitors, I think with where your shard situation is, these guys need to be a just side farm. I'm going to work on the shards while I do everything else. Yeah, I think that's your best bet. Like I think the real issue here is Profundity, or I think it's First Order, and then you get to choose. I'd say you choose between Profundity or Malicos, and then Inquisitors at the end. And I'm saying that as an ex-guild officer, that as much as I love people getting Inquisitors, you're this close to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, who's going to boost your resources in Grand Arena, Conquest. I mean, yeah, this guy slaps. So I would do this first. That would be my order. So First Order, whether you do Malicos, whether you do Profundity, Malicos more more Kyrotech intensive, Profundity more Relic intensive. So whichever one you find easier, you do first, and then finally I think Inquisitors at that point who want everything. Gear, Kyrotechs, Relic levels, they want it all. So that would be my plan for you, Noah. I think it's good. You're working on Jabba now, so yeah, you still got a little bit of ways to go. Yeah, I mean, the Profundity, the Leviathan counter is important, but like, do you have Scythe now? Because you got to think, how many thousand Kyrotechs? You're probably over 2,000 Kyrotechs away from Grand Inquisitor himself. So you're a long way away. So that's where Profundity could make sense. But I think First Order being the most important thing. Because the one thing I always say with Grand Arena, right? I try to say it with Grand Arena. I don't know that everybody always hears this when I say it, but it's the truth. Like, all of your ship advantages here, like if I go to 3v3, so that way I don't show my defense that I definitely do a lot with. So you can have as good as ships as you want, but if I can keep you, because if I have better characters than you, if I have better ground characters, I don't have as good as ships. If I can stop you from getting to fleets, I've completely nullified your fleet advantage. That you could place whatever you wanted on defense, it's not going to matter because I'm not letting you get to my ships. So if I can use my ground characters to clear these 3 zones, and you can't get through this one to get back here, I win. So with ships, the one caveat is you're entirely dependent on getting there, and that your opponent isn't stopping you. So that's kind of the thought process there, right? So that's why I would say getting Kylo when you're that close to him, and then you could choose between unaligned Force users or Profundity, depending on which one you really need more. Profundity could be a solid option. That's what I'm using to climb in Squad Arena right now. It's much easier than trying to do mirrors or any other counter. So I don't blame you for trying to go Profundity, but I think doing Profundity or unaligned Force users both have their pros and cons. So that's the review there, my friend Noah. Thank you so much again. Hopefully that advice helps. All right, so I see Brett Nelson with the $5. Brett, I will get to you here in a second, but we got Infinity Wars just joined channel memberships. Phil, could I get a review? I'm thinking about going for Leia or Jedi Master Luke. All right, so we've got Leia or Jedi Master Luke on the docket here. Okay, so we're 5 million. We've got Executor, Kylo, Rey. Nice. Okay, so some big Lightspeed bundles here. Again, good stuff. Need to finish off their Zetas. Need to finish off the Zetas. Let's get Zetas done on Rey and Kylo. I want to get those things out of the way. So, yeah, Infinity Wars. Before we do that, let's make sure we do this. All right, so what about our good friend? So, put Zori on your farming list, Infinity Wars. Let's get Zori on the farming list. That's one of the... She's a pseudo requirement for Rey. We need to be farming a character like her. Okay, so you've got Captain... Okay, nice. Yeah, I know everybody's Zeta poor right now. I want to make sure it's on our... I can't look at a non-fully Zated Galactic Legend and keep my mouth shut. It's impossible for me. It's like Wombat looking at my cow and noticing that there's not an Omicron when I don't even have the Fulcrum Omicron. So, like, what are we doing here? So, we've got Captain Rex. So, it's Leia or Jedi Master Luke? So, we don't have Jedi Knight Luke yet. Because of these guys. Long way on Drogon. So, I'm torn. And I'm torn because you could get Jedi Master Luke probably faster, but you don't have supporting cast Jedi to really get full advantage of him. That, like, you don't have the supporting cast Jedi to use with Jedi Master Luke to get the full benefit of his kit. In this, like, you don't have Jedi Knight Revan. You don't have, like, we need to build those guys. For Leia, you still have a lot of relics to do. You still have a good bit of farming to do. But it's going to help you build up for the raid. So I would say Leia. I'd go Leia over Jedi Master Luke here. That to me seems to be the smartest decision. Go Leia, then go Jedi Master Luke, and we'll be in good shape. They'll kind of blend into each other. You'll be able to build one to the other without a lot of problems. So, yeah. I think we go Leia, and I think we go Jedi Master Luke. So I think if you went the other way, it would end up taking longer because you're missing out on rewards and other stuff. So I think we go Leia, we go Jedi Master Luke, and you're going to be good. Right? That's the ticket there. How are your speed mods? I mean, your speed mods on who? Like, this one's alright. It's just there's no offense percent on the secondary. So you have an offense mod, but no offense percent. Yeah, like, again, I mean, I know I'm nitpicking because it's got nice speed, but remember, we want to try and match the set type with that kind of, like this one here, how it's got, now it's got protection, which you want health percent on Kylo. We don't need protection percent. But, like, it's an offense set with an offense percent secondary. Just, we don't need protection. This is good. Like, for a health set, health is kind of one of those universal mods. It's not bad. I'd love to see health percent here, but, like, it's good offense and good speed. And then this is pretty solid. So, definitely a little bit of work there. And then let's go to unaligned force users. So, I'm not entirely convinced Starkiller wants potency. I don't hate offense on him. I don't like that you slice the speed this much, but you have good offense. Alright, not horrible. It's pretty solid. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, definitely a little bit of work here. He doesn't want protection, he wants health. Because his... Where's it at? Yeah, so you deal with his special here. You deal damage equal to 80% of his max health. So the more max health you have, the more damage you're dealing. So I would definitely adjust Starkiller a bit to have some more offense and then make sure you have the health. That would be my advice there. All right. Oh, excuse me. We're going to move over here to Brett Nelson. And I thought, Brett, I thought I recognized you. Yeah, we were in, I'm pretty sure we were in Fallen Order together for a while. And you're in LOM now. Nice, man. Going for Afra, but don't know where to go after. We'll have Ben Solo and Reva in a few weeks, so dealing with Cairo and Mod Crunch. Okay, so we've got all but Leia. Okay, so your Inquisitors are ready for Reva. So, how... Let's see here. Yeah, man, FOM, man. I knew I recognized, I was like, Brett Nelson, I feel like he was in, that's where I knew you from. Carnival of Chaos, man. Those of you guys don't know, that's an alliance that I was in a long time ago. They're still kind enough to let me be in the server and post my videos once a day and annoy the hell out of everybody. Very good group of players. So we've got, okay, so Hondo was done, I saw, which is good. Sana's done too. Okay, nice. So you just need, wow. So you need Trip 0 and you need BT1. Brett, yeah, so I think Afra is definitely on the table because it, like you said, Cairo and mods are a problem. But you already have 2 of the characters for Afra done. And I'm looking at, like, the rest of your characters that you have. You've got HK, you've got IG. Like, you can make a very solid Dr. Aphra team day one. Like, you don't need to do any additional investing to get her team in a place that you get to use it. So I like the Aphra approach. I think that's very good. And then again, I mean, you're going to get Ben solo, so we need to throw him with Galactic Legends Rey. That's, again, one of those characters I'd be saving for. I'd be thinking about. He is very impactful. You, bare minimum, need one Omicron. Right? We bare minimum need the one Omicron. You don't need all three. So I would definitely say that. And then maybe Zori too. I know she's Kairos, but like, you've got the full resistance. Good idea, Wombat. You have, yeah, Kairos coming each for Ben and Reva. So, how close are you to the stars that you need for Trip 0 and BT1? Like, because I'm looking at it, and like, depending on how many more shards you need for these guys, it's going to make a lot more sense to do Reva and Ben, and then worry about Dr. Aphra when you're actually ready to gear these guys. Yeah, I try not to think about the Chirotex that Reva costs. But, yeah, Brett, I think that if you're still pretty far from Trip 0, okay, so yeah, you're still, them being at 5 stars, almost 6, you're still a solid, you could call it 2 months away. So I think you're pretty safe trying to do Reva and Ben, and then start saving your Chirotex for Trip 0, BT1, and Dr. Aphra. I think if we can do that, we're going to be in very good shape. Right? I think you'll be rocking and rolling at that point with your account. Layup will happen at some point. It's just one of those things where, all right, I guess it's time to do this. So, definitely could recommend that. And same thing with maybe like getting Profundity too. Profundity's a really solid ship in both Fleet Arena and Grand Arena right now. Kind of one of those like highly important ones. So I wouldn't hate if you started working on that either. So, all right, man. Well, let me know if you got any other questions, Brett. Otherwise, man, good to see you again. Glad Lam and you are doing well. Keep up the good work, dude. Kyber 2 is a solid place to be. You're not getting some of the crazy matchups, but still enough of a challenge that it's fun. So, I like it. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to try and get my German Shepherd in here. Come on. Do the shake. Do the shake. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Yes. Oh, hello, beautiful girl. Aria, come here. All right. I know. All right, you two don't fight. Okay? She spazzes. Oh, Aria always does the shake. Zeus, you two now? Yeah, Brett, you're in for a fun. I had to do Rey, Reva, yeah, it was not fun. I did them like back to back. It was not a fun experience. My Chirotech is just like, it's still not recovered from all the stuff that I've done, but it's worth it. Very much worth continuing to do that. So, yeah, very much like that. All right, I think I saw, let me make sure. Am I missing any other channel members? Channel members, I want to do a check-in before I ask around here. Channel members, anybody else looking for reviews? Wombat's good because he knows that I'm just going to rip his roster apart for having the Cal Kestis Omicron and not Fulcrums. He doesn't want to open up that can of worms again. Right, buddy? Yeah, channel members, you guys got anything? Otherwise, I'll try and get maybe... Man. Yeah, I gotta look at... I know there's a lot of you guys who want free ones. I gotta look at, like, who's still around. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wombat, what's your question, man? Hit me up. You know the drill. You're a channel member. You got the... and you know how to work Discord better than me. You and Justin. What you got, Wombat? Justin, drop the code. You channel members, guys. You get to take advantage of it. That's the whole point. So don't be afraid. Andrew Bradshaw, I know he saw you in here at some point, man. Jack still asking for Relic 9 Cup earlier in the stream as well. Have to make sure I put a stop to that. All right, Wombat, what do you got a question? Come on, man. I'm dying. I'm sitting here on pins and needles. Justin, if you need yours, drop the code. I don't know if my chat is just moving slow or not. All right, we got Wombat here. Again, channel member. He's a mod, but he's also a channel member, so he gets a little bit of, you know. Got a few things about my next relics to go. I think I'm going to take Iden to Relic 3, then probably need to Relic my General Skywalker team. So also think I'm going to splurge on Relic 9 on IG-88. Oh, man. You're one of those people. You don't need him at Relic 8 or Relic 9. Make the Levi counter and make Executor super hard fleet on defense. I also want to take Mara to Relic 7 for phases. Yeah, You really want to Relic 9 a character? Ugh. I don't know. You're better off putting that Relic 9 into Profundity. Eesh. Yeah, I just don't know that Relic 9 is the answer. Can't we just do Relic 8? Or Relic 7? Or leave them at 5? Yeah. Like, you're better off trying to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren than you are doing that. Remember, you can stop people getting to ships. Right? We can stop people getting to ships. Yeah, I mean, a Relic 9 Piet is not a horrible investment because it makes your Executor that much better, but, like, a Relic 9 IG-88 is a step in the wrong direction. I don't hate the Iden to Relic 3. She'll help you in the raid. She's also just, like, a solid pilot all around. But, so here's the thing. Are you willing to spend that Relic 9 on your IG-88, knowing that in whenever this next fleet comes out, it could be pointless? Like, do you know what I mean? That you don't want to invest in something that in even, say, 6 months' time isn't a factor anymore. Or whenever it takes them to release their next fleet. But, like, you can't say that a Relic 9 IG-88, oh, I need it to be Leviathan, when you reach a certain point, you're like, oh, gosh, I don't need that at all. But I don't hate trying to work on the raid, because the raid is a very good area, and it does give you a fast return on your investment. But once you do hit, again, once your guild hits that 200, 400 million box, it starts getting a lot harder, right? The level of participation goes up. So, yeah, I mean, Wombat, I don't like the Relic 9 idea, but you know how I feel about Relic 9s. But otherwise, I don't have a problem with a lot of the farms you want to do. I think they're pretty solid. So, yeah, I like that. I can live with this. You're at 144 mil, so you guys could get to 200 million sooner rather than later. It's a little bit over 1 million per person, which isn't hard at all. I'm ignoring the Cal Omicron because there's no Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. Literally says her name in that ability. Literally says her name in that ability. But I love you, Wombat. You know the drill. All right, next we had Justin Legolas, and then unless we've got any other channel members or super chats coming, I am gonna get up to bed, guys. I'm sorry, but I am dragging. Oh, sorry, Wombat. You know the drill, man. Just hit me up at the Discord. Yeah, guys, that's the other thing with channel members, is that, like, if sometimes I'm like, hey, like, I move on too quick or whatever, they can always hit me up in the Discord, and I give them that immediate answer when they have something. That's another reason I try to pin the Discord on my streams, is because I, get you a lot more access. Ugh. All right, so Justin had said, two relic levels away from Executor, which is Darth Vader that he's off, which is crazy. To be off any character and you're off Darth Vader is nuts. Okay. Ugh. All right, Justin, so where did the message go? Then working on the Afra Rex. All right, so they're at least at relic levels. But still need Sana and Hondo from Cantina. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say at the end of this, Justin, like, after you're a long way, unless you've got shards again, unless they're sitting around waiting to hit 7-star. Oh yeah, guys, this is a stupid account. This account does not count. This is one of the stupid accounts, I call it. 4.8 million with Vader and third sister. I don't think anybody beats this team. But what I was gonna say is, like, I don't hate the Afro Rex, but it is a lot of work to do for both Sana and Hondo because it's Cantina. And we all know that I love Cantina so much. But otherwise, man, I feel like I don't have a lot more for you. Like, it sounds silly, but like I feel like I've got, I think you were much more clear with what you wanted, and that's what you're gonna go for. I'm perfectly okay with that. So, yeah, Justin. I mean, I don't hate going for Afra. You are a long way away. I wish you were closer on Sana and Hondo. I think you said you're almost some of the Ray Rex. Jeez. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't see why you don't delay Ray a little bit to get your Zori going up either. Like, if you're, hey, I need to put this on Zori, I'm going to put this on Holdo. Zori may be that answer because she is that good, like, in and out of that team. So, definitely food for thought there. Yeah, man, but that's probably the end of the live stream, guys. I think I've got to call it here before I like fall asleep and pass out. I do need to get my husky inside too because he's deciding that he wants to stay out there. So again, guys, I do apologize. I know it's just the way the channel works. I get to as many free reviews as I can. Just depends on the rosters, the channel members, super chats. So let me know. Again, guys, always let me know your thoughts. The Discord is pinned in case you guys ever want to join that. If you link your Discord and your YouTube together, you will automatically be added to the members-only chat, which, again, tag myself or a mod, and we can kind of walk you through how to do that, to link those two. But otherwise, guys, this is the end of the stream. I got to go. My schedule for streaming is kind of all over the place, Alex. It just depends on my mood of the day. It's not I don't have a set schedule. I'm not a set schedule guy. I know that would help all of you to have a set schedule. Just the way my lifestyle is, I don't have the time to be able to set a schedule and stick to it because stuff comes up. So, all that said, guys, like, subscribe, comment. I love all you. May the force be with you.